even see a little bit of a switch up here.
Yeah.
A geeky little setup with the smoke as well. What is this?
That's so weird. Okay, I mean, that's not gone well for Boaster, but luckily, Chronicle's absolutely nuts. Ethan desperately doing some chip damage, and actually it's Boostio to take down Durka, so Chronicle has to respect this. And on the other side, remember, Demon 1 could lean through towards B as well. Leo, though, seems like the punchline to every joke of these rounds. He is always there, tilting it just back in their favor. Ethan getting caught in the heels, but still, Spike's on the site. Ethan's been caught. Do they swing?
I don't know about Demon 1 just yet.
But Ethan's under so much pressure. Yeah, he can't go too far away. Demon 1 has to watch this cross.
Fault line back up as well with Leo flanking back through main. Huge opportunity here to pinch through onto Pillar.
Flash for Ethan. That's his only little bit of safety. They still don't know about Demon 1, but he is going to have to do something heroic here. In a 1v3. First low. That's Chronicle gone. The rest not sitting so low, but just above. Alpha finds him, takes him out. Fnatic going to be winning the pistol here.
And coming on to split as well, gotta be concerns from that best of 5. The big question around the depth of map pool. Potter saying this is obviously their bread and butter. So yesterday, at one point it was a 7-1 lead for EG. It ended up being 13-10 for Paper X.
Good job.
Will that be a bad omen today? Boostio bring a Sheriff in. Just a ghost for Com as well. Another, actually, feels like full invested round 2 for Fnatic. We know they like to put that Marshal on and just try and farm up some ultimate progress. This is the most basic iteration of this Cypher setup as well towards A, and we will see Fnatic lean heavily towards mid and B, time and time again on the back of this.
Unless it gets addressed, right? It's...
I mean, I seem to remember last time it was like round 11 or 12 was the first time that somebody from EG proactively went and cleared the trips and the camera on A.
And Fnatic will give no reason to change just yet. They may have another look to it, but you can see Com trying to exploring this. I quite like what he's doing. Maybe he's happy to be the sacrificial lamb. Just have a little wander around, deal with it. But again, there's still the camp. There's still, obviously, Alpha, the player himself. Com gets a bit of a slap on the wrist, to say the least, down to 6 HP. And EG just taking a tour of the map.
EG coming forward, dealing with the trip. Will pull Boaster across. Keep Durka in position as well. See, the other side of things, actually going to cut, Chronicle, a deep position towards main. EG now scrambling to try and find at least a consolation here with the plant. Oh my God.
Alpha!
That transfer is disgusting from Alpha.
Prime gaming flawless there. Not feeling too much of that threat, but EG went on maybe a fact-finding mission, it felt like, sending Com out with the feelers, just testing what the setup is.
But you do want to see a round or two where they do test this A site early on. Again, I'm not necessarily looking for a round win. I'm looking for them to force the adjustment of Fnatic. Switch up the wall, maybe. Force Alpha into a position that's not just him, satin screens in the camera. Basically AFK, I've got to say. It's just literally watching things unfold.
Yep. But a challenge, they're going aggressive. The start 3 players all going over the brawl on towards B, set into motion by Chronicle. And EG closing in for this. They want the fight on it. There it is. Utility to follow. Do they actually send on this? No, okay, they just send them back.
But even here, with so many shown, Fnatic aren't forced into a position to rotate. There's no pressure towards A just yet. Maybe now on the back of this progress towards Vents. Actually, Chronicle resetting up for a second fault line towards... Just misses the aftershock a little too high.
Oh, but that shot's gorgeous from Jorgamo. Follow from Demon 1, but Leo gonna levy this out. Bring it back down to a 3v4, but again, the man who holds all the cards is Alpha.
You can see him relaying the information now. He's spotted Com behind this wall.
You can see the response coming in as well. Leo already going to start that tour back around CT, so they're able to stack their deck, right? Like, that's always the point of this.
Alpha's drifted into that discipline corner as well.
Yep. Camera finally removed, but Chronicle with the trade, and still EG not finding the full ways to navigate through this. Now they've got so many problems on this site. Do they try and run away? You've got 20 seconds. Where do you go here? You got to hope the Chronicle lets you leave. Not going to happen. You got to force it yourself. Jorgamo going to give them the pathway out, and they are running for their lives towards B.
Enough time to get this plant down. Set up a little bit here. Alpha actually on the round the world mission. Going to come back towards B main here. Safe plant though. Not going to be exposed towards pillar. EG stack up towards heaven or hell here. Ethan previously punished from the same position. Is the awareness there once the time has passed?
And Leo's not being quiet about this at all. He wants the attention, if anything. Needs his own flash for it. Double stack's going to work out. They're not going to let him past. So it's just Alpha. And Ethan does look vulnerable. Audio cue heard for sure. Messy. Not enough for Alpha that time. And yeah, he's got so many targets. They're all going to make it very different. Big round for Jorgamo, but bigger picture, Mike. It looked very aware of that reliance on that A piece now. Do they continue to find new options and ways to address this?
Sure, but like I said, the reason I'm looking for this adjustment to be forced early on is because it puts Fnatic in a position where they can stack 3 towards B main. Chronicle set up a fault line from heaven. It opens up so many possibilities for them. Even though this time around, it kind of just looks like a util dump and maybe hoping for a free kill, but EG, unfortunately, with question marks elsewhere on the map, actually drift back into a second trap play in ropes. Again, a little off with the aftershock, sure, but it's like Fnatic actually just playing strat roulette, actually. Just going through another trap play here with the fault line, potentially. I was going to say, actually, Durka not cleared by this. Wow, now he's cleared.
But you've got to say, EG, I don't mind the Fnatic try to go for this. EG have been putting high priority in taking towards middle, pressuring off the back of that through vents potentially towards A, or that nice adjustment back up towards B. So using that as a keen pivot point. Now, can they exploit that rotation? It's very difficult when you've got that Cypher, though, sat there with that safe bit of information. They can pull away Chronicle, the early man, cheat him over towards B. Having full faith in that very late setup. Jorgamo still showing a lot of presence, while we can see the rest of EG congregating back around towards that A site.
I think at this point now, even with no information, the smoke's at least here. Alpha will get an indicator nice and early on. Jorgamo pops the showstopper, might actually be able to catch Fnatic in rotation here.
Okay, it doesn't get what he wants, but they still haven't got to the site. They haven't made that cross just yet. Now the first couple of steps going to come through. Team 1's cleared through the site, but Alpha's connected towards Ethan. Next up, Boaster gets it! Swings down Jorgamo! Cross ain't safe anymore. Spike picked up, ult comes in. Chronicle's got Boostio and Demon 1 and Com are left in a dire scenario. 17 seconds, no plant to their name. And you already see Alpha getting closer, denied by Demon 1. Next challenger to come through. Demon 1 still looking. Might lost the angle he has. Chronicle, that bit closer. Com turns on a dime, he tried! And he failed, Fnatic. Pulling out another round here. Oof.
There's an opportunity with that showstopper. You could see almost catching Fnatic. The stars almost aligned for Jorgamo. But these late round hits towards A, Fnatic are always able to stay ahead of them. Even here, just one kill off the trip potentially, and Fnatic then have to just sit back, force the plant out. Even here, I mean, forcing the first plant to readjust, and then what, 12 seconds left on the clock. Nothing is comfortable towards A site for EG.
A bit of a switch up now. Now he's starting to address those problems. They've got a different look for you. Oh, Fnatic is so ready for this. Durka wants to just get into it. He's got one down. Jorgamo going off, right back into the paint shell from the grave. Jorgamo drags him down with him. And now a 4v4, but look at the purchase here. Are any of those weapons recoverable? Not really. I mean, Team 1 will be fine, but it's Boostio on that Sheriff. There could be a problem.
Comstade posted up behind this. Perfect read from Fnatic as well. To flip the script, basically now go to a 4-1 stack with Alpha being the solo towards B. Team 1 can get done here. Maybe a chance actually to recover that rifle, but Boaster, he finds a spam.
The spam off the back of just the Seekers trailing through is going to take away Demon 1, who's a big proponent of this round, looking maybe a little bit more competitive, but Chronicle on the side can advise some time. Gives himself the angle and gives himself the fight. The paranoia sent in is perfect. Ethan goes down, and EG now just being bullied around the map. They can't get past Ramp. They can't get past Chronicle.
Some beautiful setups being demonstrated here by Fnatic. I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout as early as this, potentially in the following round from EG.
Yep.
This pace change comes through. Like I said, the read from Fnatic is sublime. Previously, EG finding a lot of value on this pop towards ramp. The double satchel across from Jorgamo. It gets shut down here. And back to basics here. Fnatic Alpha back on A site.
Talk about bread and butter. Certainly the case for Fnatic. You're starting to see them flex a little bit here. Starting to see some of that depth and capability too. Yes, we know the strength of Alpha's positioning, but then just kind of like adding that little bit of a twist to it once in a while, taking them away from it, allows no comfort for EG. They don't get to find out or get that kind of pulse point of this game. Back to this middle progression. Demon 1 looking for that first opportunity. Pop flash in. Joker on the other side, but it's the jump spot from Leo that could give away the game here. Yeah, Demon 1 looks very dead. It's actually calm to go down on the other side of the map. Durka's main shell's going to find Demon 1, and none of the players really from EG finding any footing here.
It's just a frenzy, two sheriffs to work with now, but a 3v5. Jorgamo tries to slip through. If he did get spotted there. Chronicle still holding the corner. Ethan, a lot of pressure towards Durka. Will find the kill, but responses there from Boaster and Leo. Poised here to clean things up. Ustio will fall.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, they're going to need that timeout now.
Yeah, it's... I hate to say it, but this one's feeling pretty reminiscent of the first split between these two teams.
Yep.
Need to see that switch up from EG, and whether or not they feel comfortable, and the answer being some set pieces, choreographed executes here, but Fnatic barely breaking a sweat, honestly. They are dictating the game right now.
And Fnatic are traditionally incredibly strong, but it feels rare to me that I see them being so proactive in determining the outcome as well. Like some of these old setups and these set pieces, they are very much, I guess, determining the full pace of how the round plays out.
Well, this feels a lot like what we saw Fnatic do versus Paper X on Lotus, where they were waiting for Paper X to just burn up everything,
Yep.
rush towards a site, and like I said, just find 1 or 2 kills when that deep dig comes through. Actually, we've seen this trap before elsewhere.
Jeez.
Not executed correctly this time around. Durka actually pops the showstopper here to try and find something. So it actually does come through a ton of damage onto Ethan.
Demon 1's deep.
The Demon 1 slipped through.
Yeah,
How has that happened?
Way deeper than expected. Isolates Boaster quite cleanly. I don't think Boaster had any idea that anyone could be up by Melrim. So he's gone down, and that's opened up space.
Opened up space and found a kill. I feel like that's the first time a trap player has actually been punished.
And I mean, it looks like Fnatic went for the gamble of clearing over towards A. They find nothing. They now know what's coming their direction. It's going to be Leo on the other side, the man that caused them all that hurt on this very site. The divide to play behind. The Viper's Pit going to go up.
30 seconds left.
Fnatic looking to flood here. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
but look
two
at
already
Jorgamo.
inside the pit.
How deep do they check for this guy? As soon as this goes, he can absolutely be the death of them. He's going to find one, but Chronicle took down Boostio, so how much more can Jorgamo do? Demon 1's found Leo, so it's all going their way, but he can't quite see these players. Down low on HP. Chronicle can't recover in time. Demon 1 held it. A little bit of life in EG now.
I said the first time that actually the trap play doesn't go in favor of Fnatic, and benefit being EG not only find that space, control mid, they find a kill on the back of it. Close to falls.
Spike down.
I have no idea how he's been allowed to get to that position behind it. Like I said, we've seen this trap play with the camera, the fault line, the paint shell, the aftershock. Everything gets dumped into where Jorgamo drifts into vents, but if it was execution slightly off or the timing was slightly off, and EG capitalized from it. Second on the board.
They're looking to fight out in middle as well.
I think, yeah, I was going to say, the only thing is the detriment being it's drawn the operator out for Durka.
Yeah, big challenge. Dog dealt with, gets back to his angle. Flash has to respect it. They're now closing up. He was fully blind. Did he see Jorgamo? I think he did. Now he does. And now he's in a little bit of danger. Paint shot to the feet. Does he get away? No! Durka denied, and they get away scot-free. Another first pick here, untraded.
And EG able to slow down behind this. Both paranoia invested, but on a wild swing.
That's a little too ambitious there. Might need to cool down a bit himself. Giving over 2 opportunities now.
Not anticipating being boosted up on these double boxes. Maybe thought he had that safety net with the smoke still being up on the stairs, but definitely looked awkward. Alpha just set up in...
He's just such a
yeah,
rat.
Such a ratty position here. Adjustment on the camera. Trip in towards vents.
But I was about to say, Chronicle's been so nasty.
Nearly lining them up.
Gonna pop the showstopper.
30 seconds left.
Trying to clear that space through here. These late presences in mid, coming out this time from Com, for example, really nice. Trying to keep some control of this map, limit some of those options. How long does he hold this, though? 1 to 7, not exactly a headliner performance, but the value on this could be huge. The operator looks like the key prize they want to take back into their hands.
I mean, Com's heard the swap as well, so...
He's got to know that.
Well, Com will look to challenge here.
What's their money like? 2.7 now?
Oh. Did Alpha spot? I don't think he spotted.
Oh, that's huge. That's the operator down. Gets picked up by Leo.
Big gap, though, to close for anyone else for EG to come back and retrieve this.
Are they dropping the op?
Yeah, Leo's rifle in hand. Doesn't want to risk it.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, a chance here to maybe get one back on the board regardless.
Yeah. I think Chronicle could certainly drop one out if he wants to.
But EG follow up. Find their third.
These entries, they seem like 50-50 to say the very least, right? Like, that follow-up on Boaster, sure, that smoke in place above the box. I think he was just completely out of it. But even finding Durka at the start there, going for those openings is getting a little bit more dangerous. Do we see a switch up a pace? Do we see Fnatic adjust themselves?
But traditionally, you'd see Durka post up in that same position as the Jet and have that get out of jail free card.
Correct.
Doesn't have the same safety with the satchels.
Speaking of satchels, Jorgamo off to a quick beginning. Straight up towards vents. Starting to determine their own destiny here. Durka noted. Paranoia sent in the swing. Gorgeous timing it. You can see the synergy. Now, fortunately, I don't see any damage done.
I mean, Demon 1 took a little bit of chip damage there, but Ethan immediately heals him back up. Down to 14 shield. That's a follow-up, though.
Bloody
22
hell.
HP now. You have to get healed once again. And that's, yeah, all the way back up to 100, so no harm, no foul. We'll be lacking that shield ahead of the next engagement.
Yeah, but it's Chronicle and Alpha. If they try and go for this ace split,
And they made noise.
safety. Yep. He's got to know what's coming in. Jorgamo wins that? And now the pinch, right? Does Alpha do something horrific to EG? He's going to catch Com at the very least. TP taken, posted on the side. Catching out Demon 1 seemed none the wiser. Now the timing on that, okay, didn't expect Jorgamo to be working around by that tower, but now look at the lurk as well coming in. Boostio, late presence in middle, but can the two weather the storm on the site? They've got 3 players facing them down. Timing is everything. Flash doesn't reveal as much as they'd want. Alpha's the one to catch that.
Durka did just double-check vents, by the way. He's trying to bait out Boostio. And he's done it! He's going to catch him! That's the lurk gone!
God! And now down to the 2, Jorgamo and Ethan. Gonna need a big round from Ethan here. 6 seconds on the flash, but it's actually Jorgamo to deliver. Needs nothing short than an ace. But Alpha controls it at the very end. Doesn't drop the ball by any means, and Fnatic pick back up. It's 6 now.
Beautiful awareness shown by Durka there. You can see him heavy stepping, spamming a couple shots here and there. Baits him out of that lurk perfectly. I'm saying, actually, this adjustment of Alpha's utility and the setup as well. A couple of times now, EG, where they have looked to increase the pace a little bit. Oh my God, Alpha. I mean, it looked a little snappy from the other POV, but beautiful stuff.
He almost got a smile from Leo.
It almost, yeah.
It didn't happen, but...
Smirk.
6-3 now. Jorgamo, okay, that's audacious of a beginning.
EG following up with this pace change, though. A little more aggressive, a little more bursty in the open of each round. Alpha forced back a little deeper here, and actually nothing in terms of utility other than the camera to control that choke point now. So now I'm interested to see where Fnatic lean on this setup. With a minute 2 towards vents, Boaster towards stairs. And A-Site giving up for retake, maybe on the back of the Rolling Thunder being available.
Okay, Boaster identified. Jorgamo closing in or just posting up?
There.
It's so tense now. Paint shell. Primed. Boaster. What's he see? I mean, there's a flash coming his way, something. Paranoia should be excellent. That should catch all through. Demon 1 breaks ahead of it. Takes out Boaster. Leo overwhelmed. Demon 1 trying to catch a light in this round. Denial of that pace change, so they can't then close it on the side. They're being held back here. Chronicle trying to close them down. He's got Alpha by side, but the timing is not right. Chronicle falls. Durka trying to punch across. He gets a dink. He's a down low, but they overwhelm Alpha. And EG have taken the side by storm. Spike in the hands of Ethan. Yes, he's the lowest of them all. So now it's a little bit dangerous. Gets a little bit worrisome because it is still Durka on the other side. Any other player.
He missed the satchel.
Plants in. Didn't get what he wanted there.
And Ethan's down at 10 HP. That would have been huge if that connected.
What do you do with this? I don't think there's much more
No,
to
I
be
think
done.
he's giving it up, yeah. And you look at the funds. Durka down to 100 credits. Cannot buy back. No showstopper available. Beautiful as well,
Start.
yeah. Boaster connects with the Paranoia, but Demon 1 actually
Closes in.
capitalizes on the near side. Inside that cloud burst. Follows up with 2 more. Big round from him. Durka left to try and cling to this rifle. I'll come back to the same point though. EG now stepping up the pace, and that's the awareness you wanted to see. Like I said, these late rounds weren't working for them because
No.
Fnatic were winning the information game. Time and time again.
I do like seeing these players, especially from EG, trying to pressure Fnatic early. It puts them under a new sort of, I guess, problematic issue, right? It's like, okay, how do we deal with this? Do we have to invest our utility early? Do we have to be a little bit more heads up? They can't then take any of that kind of early space for free. They have to be very diligent. Now it looks like the adjustment from EG is maybe that pace change over towards that A side. We haven't seen that tested quickly yet.
That's when you get worried though.
Yep.
When you test the anchors of Fnatic. Chronicles here. I'll get confirmation, I guess, on the back of that wall being invested, but no pop just yet. Alpha won't be spotted on this double updraft.
Sat safely behind that pillar.
Look at the progress elsewhere, though, from Fnatic. That's going to draw Chronicle back towards heaven. Even a Trailblazer to confirm.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing outside B.
At worst, they're in middle, right?
Another big win for information on the side of Fnatic.
Seeing nothing. Alpha. We'll get the info on this.
He's calling it now.
He still has Chronicle nearby.
I've got your trail.
We're about the minute marker here. So the Seeker's going to come down, reveal pretty heavy presence towards CT. Flash towards backside, finds nothing. They start moving forward. Clearing as they go. Not caught this time. Plant should be there. Don't think that's going to be denied.
Nope, not going to catch.
Okay, 5v5 post plant. Oh, look at this positioning. Oh, Boostio got caught out so badly, but a big trade for Com. Jorgamo then trying to pick up the pace a little bit, trying to survive by CT. 3 players on the other side, Leo up towards heaven.
Team
Has
one's
he got
going
a
to try and
flash?
pop out.
Oh, Ethan's not got a flash at all. 10 seconds. The turn of the flash is good for Ethan, though. And now the brawl begins. Ethan gets away with his life, but it's a 3v2. Fnatic hold the numbers here. And Com, that's dangerous as hell. Barely getting away with that. Information about to be fed through Ethan. Position now noted. Diffuse started. He's got to try and deal with some of these players here. There's so many problems, though. Ethan, this could be everything. It's not going to happen. Leo holds him at arm's distance. And Fnatic again deal with EG.
Heartbreaking for Boostio to fall there. He's the late post-plant piece for EG with that gravity run. We've seen it before as well. God, that's how Demon 1 falls.
Oh. Leo's very good at this game.
That's heartbreaking. I think it might even just be a mini-map moment.
Yeah, more than likely. More than likely. Maybe looking at that little post-plant
We're going to
setup.
have a brawl here. Look at the
Oh, here we
mini-map.
go.
Chronicle set up with the fault line once again.
Yep. Paint shell in, they're committing, they want this fight there. Dark has got 2 dead. EG, they've strewn across the ground. Information now noted, and Alpha starts to hunt.
Is Com going to expect this?
He looks none the wiser. Oh, Alpha. This man has controlled half of this map.
Yeah. Like I said, he sets up so many of these set pieces for Fnatic, creates so many options, so many opportunities. Reflected here in the control that Fnatic have. Busio, catch on. Chronicle not spotted and will punish for it. Ethan, though, first response there with the follow-up. An 8-4 half for Fnatic.
Every time you take a step forward, every time you think EG are getting a little bit closer, you rolled your mind back to the last time they met on this map, you thought, okay, this was a good map for them. They had that really competitive side. Fnatic elevate. They have that extra depth to go to, that next look to lean on. And now we're seeing Chronicle having a fantastic series. You're seeing Alpha controlling half of the map himself. Fnatic's form is terrifying currently. Let's hand down to the little interview with GB waiting by.
Thank you so much, peeps. All right, I am joined by Emil, who's here watching the games in the crowd. And Emil, first things first, pleasure to have you, my friend. How are you even enjoying this experience so far?
I mean, it's amazing. This whole venue, all these people, it's a pleasure to be here. Especially just the walkouts and all the crowds cheering. Amazing,
yeah,
amazing.
It really was a sight to behold. But you know what, though? I mean, you're one of the many brilliant minds that we have in Valorant. I figured we'd take a little bit of this time to break down the game and also kind of get your thoughts into how can you stop this Fnatic lineup, because you have done it before. So what were the things that you were looking to isolate and you were looking to punish when you faced off against them for the EMEA title?
So I'm gonna be honest, Fnatic is a very, very hard team to play against.
Yeah.
If you let them play their own game, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you gotta have to do is just find a way to be annoying.
Yeah.
Right. So for EG, for example, you have Demon 1. Maybe make sure that he's a little bit more loose,
Yeah.
a little bit more aggressive, disruptive. You can't just play a normal 5-on-5 compared to Valorant.
For
right?
sure, for sure.
Fnatic is gonna win that.
Yeah.
You have to be a little bit more chaotic, a little bit more play with heart,
Yes.
aggressive and disruptive.
Yeah, so then, I mean, that being said, I mean, how do you, I guess, like, stop them?
I mean, it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna be honest now.
Yeah, go for it, go for it.
Look at the games now. I can't see the score, obviously, but it's looking like EU is a stronger region.
Ooh,
okay.
okay.
But we'll see. I'm not gonna speak too soon, but if EU wins, I will make a tweet.
If he wins, he will make a tweet. Emil, my man, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, brother. Enjoy the games, enjoy Japan as well. We're going to send it right back over to the casters to get us back into the action. Over to you guys.
Thank you so much. Yeah, wonderful to hear from them. And what you got to do is just get a little weird because you can't beat them at their own game.
Yeah, basically. If you're going to play 5v5 Valorant against
You're
Fnatic,
gonna lose.
you're going to lose. But I love the
It's
fact
not
that Emil's touching on a couple of things. Another comfortable defense from Fnatic. They, like I said, the adjustment wasn't forced by EG. It was Fnatic choosing when to switch things up. And that's an uphill struggle. We know that.
Absolutely is. Can they try and change the outcome now? Fnatic sitting with 8 rounds on their side, EG with merely 4. And as I said, the pace suiting Fnatic to a T, and Jorgamo being hunted down very early on. Of course, where you can see the confidence!
What?
And you can see why! Durka lands an out-of-this-world shot on Ethan, adjusting. Jorgamo gonna get one back! Hold on! They're going back sort of ridiculous here, Sneer. Now, what is going on? Leo and Boaster now? No plant down. Okay, time's added to this now. Time's on their side. They can isolate Boaster. He's been spotted. So we've got to think about that additional player. Where is Leo in this? D1 took down Boaster. Frenzy to hand. It's a bit of a mess at this range. You can see the smile creeping up on his face. He was not going to outdo the Sheriff there. Diffuse comes in. EG gonna get the first in the second half.
Jorgamo slips the net here. You can see Alpha sets up towards ramp, and he doesn't catch him. First plant punished, and Jorgamo even follows up on it.
Spike down.
I didn't know where the camera was there. I'm not sure if Alpha's sat in camera looking towards something, but like I said, Jorgamo just slips through undetected. Demon 1 testing his mouse one button, obviously.
Wow, that's good.
What I'm saying is, if he gets back to the form of the last few weeks when he was popping off in-game and in the interviews, then that's the scariest thing for Fnatic to worry about.
The scare is still worry here in my mind, because Fnatic can convert these second rounds. They've got Sheriffs, they've got Frenzies. Early information has been found, but Jorgmo better be ready for what's coming his way. There's potentially a lot of players looking to maybe punish that rotation as well. Chronicle and Boaster. I'm gonna look up middle. Most of my games I've just tucked to the corner for now. Anyone lazily clears through and he gets a freebie, but looks like the end goal will be that A site, and EG respecting it enough to sit deep towards CT.
I think maybe that Lotus round 2 loss sticking in their heads right now. Much deeper hold. Travelers are sent out, but will only spot Durka. Com got to be careful here because he's tagged down to 70 HP.
Blinded.
Okay, they're backing away though, but we haven't seen that full rotation yet from Fnatic. Until now, really, taking all that long route through T-spawn. EG haven't pulled players either. Like, you can see that they have got the additional man there, yes, but there's still 2 on the B site. You still have Demon 1 here. You still have Boostio. They haven't overly rotated away, and that's big info. Demon 1 doesn't need to overdo this, but again, I guess you can't play normal 5v5 Valorant against Fnatic. But you can ask Boostio to absolutely decimate them on the cross. And Boaster asked to fall, but fall nonetheless. EG getting the second.
I'm curious with this setup here whether or not Demon 1's going to be pulled across towards a B site hold. We know Boostio targeted in the previous season, and actually when he was anchoring on B site, and he's fairly committed positioned around pillar towards backside, playing on default on the jump spot. There's something else that Fnatic definitely look to address. EG come into this, going to try and protect the economy as much as possible. Except for Boostio, going to buy a judge down to 400. Maybe on the buy round, potentially, we see what I was talking about, but here it's a double stack for Demon 1 and Jorgmo on the box.
Oh, this could be devastating for Fnatic too. Yeah, Demon 1 goes down, but there's still Jorgmo here. Can he get out with his life? Yes. So they've taken away Durka. Alpha making slow, but continual progress over towards A as well.
Actually retrieves the Guardian as well, Jorgmo. Alpha trying to slip through. Majority EG still over towards B site. Plenty of time to work with for Fnatic. Ethan will actually catch Boaster there. But potentially a little bit of a red herring, to be honest.
Does it keep him there a little too long? I mean, you still have someone like Com leaning like he can hit that A site if he needs it.
Problem being with Boostio on a judge, if he gets pinched from heaven and main, it's going to be so hard for him to find value.
Yeah, the only bonus is there is no dog anymore. The flash didn't quite crest the corner, so Boostio gets another shot at this. That's massive! One mistake with a flash and it doesn't work out for them. Com's fallen, so no support systems on the way. Boostio is living on borrowed time. 28 seconds, and Suzak, oh my god, he's got another! They've all gone through on heaven. Ethan spots out one more, progresses forwards! Oh my word! How dare I doubt Boostio?
Goes huge. And the slightest of errors on that flash plays him in perfectly with the judge.
And even just using the dog earlier to clear out by B, couple of those key tools taken away from them, and suddenly that judge becomes deadly. And that flash, as you said, tiny bit long, longer around the corner, different.
One enemy remaining.
The flood comes through as well. The reinforcements arrive just in time.
Let's get it, baby.
EG will do what they've done before, yes, but put themselves back in a position now with 3 rounds unanswered now, 1 away from Fnatic. Light investment here from Fnatic. Stingers, Spectre. EG gotta respect this.
They have to be so crystal clear in these rounds because, as we've noted, the threats can come from bloody anywhere with Fnatic. Alpha could hit, this nutty shot over towards A, and then suddenly it's, someone like Ethan on an island.
Oh no.
Yep, hello. There it is. And now Ethan's on an island. And do they lean into this? Luckily for them, Ethan is solid as a rock. Demon 1 wants some information. He finds almost too much. Takes away Durka's head. The paranoia doesn't find them anything as a response to slow there. The counter utility to deny that. But you saw that potential, Mike. Look how deadly that round almost got.
Ethan actually spots out Chronicle on the Trailblazer combo here. Just provides some support. Boaster trying to counter that back, but a ton of damage done.
Yeah, trying to go for that deep swing. Not going to have any of that. EG Bring us back to 8 apiece now.
Very well controlled, actually, to still have 4 alive here. There was a couple of really scrappy engagements going on.
I thought Heaven was going to be a bloodbath,
Yeah.
right? Like, managing to get away with that many standing is quite surprising.
Only the neural theft available for Alpha on the side of Fnatic, but 1 away for the TP, 2 off the showstopper. Actually similar for EG as well. Blade Storm in the hands of Demon 1 though.
Watching this spot.
I think here, yeah, on this round in particular, Demon 1 back over towards B side to address potentially what was a concern last time. And deep exploration, actually. Look at this.
Ooh.
We didn't see a lot of this last time.
No, but it should reveal Boaster is holding on towards this, but not going to draw blood necessarily, but that's big info. Again, you're relaying all of that. You're starting to get the picture of what Fnatic looks like while they're working early in these attacking rounds.
If Boaster's posted up in this lurk and find to kill potentially, he will be able to TP back across to A. But where he's at right now, he can't really invest smokes towards A side.
Wow, Durka taken down to about 40, but healed up here. Follow-up flash. They have, I guess, the additional player again of Com somewhat playing around here too. Fnatic finding no easy openings. Ethan tucked on site, Jorgamo towards CT. And there's the burst. Durka slowed down though, denied on the way in. Pain shell, it's huge! Jorgamo gonna find Durka, but it's Alpha on the trade out. They aren't clearly cleaning through just yet. Finally, Ethan swings it. Perfect! The follow-up. Oh, Ethan! A third for him! Surely no more. 8 bullets in the mag. Alpha on the other side. It's a 50-50. The shots come in. Oh, comes out. Alpha's gonna make a go of this. A 1v3 is not out of the realms of his possibility, but not today. Demon 1's gonna take him forward here.
Huge round from Ethan there. Com even looking to support on the back of the flash. You can see those tiny little synergies coming together for EG. Oh,
Wow.
this is beautiful from Ethan. Ice cold from the veteran of this EG roster and gonna force the timeout of Fnatic.
Said it before. People overlook Ethan as one of those like veterans of the game because he's still so young. It's ridiculous how much history that man has. Having rounds like that is huge, right? It just gets you pumped up. He's sitting on 7.4K after purchase, after everything. Got the ult ready to go. He's golden. Fnatic have pumped the brakes. Enough has happened on this streak of rounds. What is it, 5 now on the trot?
Yeah.
Coming out from EG, the Fnatic have gone, right, we need to stop this now. We need to get a grip back on this game. Let's find out what we're doing here.
And they're actually ahead of Fnatic in terms of this ult cycle as well. Showstopper and Blade Storm available. Seekers on top. Fnatic, couple of opportunities to get them online in this round coming, but with the purchase, definitely going to be a big question mark.
You know that Mini's cooked something up though. Mini will have a plan. So does Potter, but you know what? Mini deserves a moment. You know? He'll come up with something. Full faith. Tricky round. 8 to 9 though. Starting to see a little bit of that fire back in EG. We saw that potential on map 1, but it fizzled out by the second half, right? Fnatic got that grip back on the game. You can't allow them to play their game as highlighted by just about anyone. Right now, EG starting to play their own game. Deny Fnatic that comfort and leave them in this tattered purchase. Bulldog, Spectres, Stingers, Guardians. For damage, can they do any? Can they make a threat really occur in this round? There's a couple of, you know, dangerous battles up towards Heaven. Do they lean back into it?
Slow approach here. Dirk are going to be left to maybe create a little bit of pressure on the back of Alpha's utility. But Trailblazer will confirm there's no stack behind Durka, and he's removed so early on. But it's pulling the rotation, or at least a moment's hesitation to consider it.
Yeah, Boostio just committed back to the site, trying to support towards Demon 1. Flash gonna go in to follow. You can see them trying to lean their way forward. The flash is fantastic. Fnatic starting to crunch towards the B side. Demon 1 in danger. 30 HP. Overwhelmed. Fnatic are here. And now 2 remainers. Ethan and Com. What can you do about it? Seekers go through. They want to work fast, but Seekers on the way back in as well. Spotting at least 1, maybe 2 towards backside. They're looking for Leo. They find him, but they can't take him down. Com's in danger. Switches out. Gets the chance for a reload. and Boaster with the TP just to get away. Caught on the cross though, Ethan denies Leo, and now it's down to Chronicle on the site, and Boaster watching their way forward. 30 HP, Boaster's found Ethan. Oh, Fnatic, always deadly, always dangerous. You are never out of the round.
They actually leaned back on a pacey B-site hit. The back of Durka falling very early, like I said. For a moment, both Demon One and Boostio give up those early angles. And they have to turn their attention back when the fault line's invested. And Fnatic pounce on the opportunity.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, 9-9 now, EG in the breaks, right? This is a chess game. When you look at this, this is such a brilliant battle of the minds between these two. Mini gave him something in that. It was a lovely little approach to it. I mean, it was just well thought through. And as I said, that one fall coming in from Durka, he goes down on A, that little bit of hesitation opened up just that tiny amount of opportunity. Now, EG need to form a response. Up until this point, they've been pretty much flawless. That felt like up the sleeve, let's see if it works, pull it out, all right, cool. It's given at least Fnatic a goodbye coming back in and one away from Chronicle's ult. Outside of that, though, you noted the ults are highly favorable to EG here. They've got so much on their side still, and the operators just come out.
I'm actually surprised to see, coming out of a round win, that Fnatic didn't get a couple more orbs online here. Chronicle being the key one that you would have wanted to see come out of a round win.
Yeah.
Puts them in a position to maybe create some early round aggression. Maybe lean back towards a full out execute here. So Fnatic spread pretty thin. And a total switch up for the defense here from EG. Boostio sent back towards A site, or towards screens here. It'll be Demon One and Jorgamo committed towards this B site hold.
Flash didn't connect towards anyone, so Fnatic get to work in the shallows for a little bit. Closing in the gap. But again, they have players. They have players ahead of most of this utility, right? So Com is going to be noted, so he's got to be careful now. So now the kind of mid control sits favorably towards Fnatic.
Layers of this progress are beautiful as well, clearing so much space for Durka. Potentially to try and catch Com with that fault line on the back of Trailblazer contact, but EG able to slip away unscathed. That's it, look as if they're looking more and more towards this A site split, which could be problematic. Com committed towards site, Boostio. Just checking anyone hasn't slipped through.
And the rotations are far, right? With
Yes.
Ethan being where he's at, there is no support anywhere nearby. That flash, he needs to get moving. Ethan just cleared towards heaven. He knows no one's there. The calls should be coming in fast that we are in danger on A. They have to almost over-deliver here. You just heard it as well. Rocket in hand, Durka closing in towards the site. Com is living on borrowed time here. Yeah, he's gone down, nothing more to be done, but Boostio does very well. Finds two himself, but the response from Durka is gorgeous. Plant now gonna come through. And a 3v3 post plant. Let's look at those positions.
That's huge though. Look how much damage Durka took. Gonna swap out here. Demon One does have the Blade Storm as well. We'll have a rifle here to close the gap.
Durka actively taking a fight. Actively looking for this. Jorgamo unleashing, but he eats the flash! And now there's so many problems for Demon One unleashing Fury. Finds his way towards the first, but the second. You're not going to catch Leo here, surely. 13 seconds for another flash. He's already got one in hand. Both trying to draw the attention. Plays in Leo, and now a 1v2. Ethan, it's almost impossible. Fnatic outplaying him now. Double digits made. Gorgeous early work coming in.
And this is all on the back of that one Trailblazer. We've seen a similar execution towards mid with the TP from Boaster across behind this Poison Orb. Boostio nearly makes this doable.
Yeah.
Boaster with a huge kill onto Jorgamo. Yeah, Chronicle and Leo paving the way for Durka to find all this space on the map.
Yep. Still, ult's favorable to EG here. Demon One having to depend on this now.
Com one off the pit as well. That could be a huge mid-round ultimate to find. Ethan will spot two though, Alpha and Chronicle revealed.
It feels like you've identified maybe an end goal. But Demon 1 looked a little proactive on that. I was wondering if he was actually going to follow that train of thought up further. But Fnatic have now kind of pushed and pulled EG into a 3-man stack on A. Do they dare continue to go down this route, though?
I think on the back of being spotted here, you can see now, actually, Durka and Boaster looking to create a little bit of pressure towards B Heaven. Demon 1 still with the Blade Storm here. Not find anything just yet. Com has to respect the nade. And Fnatic drifting back towards this B site hit, but EG...
EG are matching.
Yeah.
They're putting
Ethan's here already.
Yeah, a lot of faith left in Demon 1 over towards A. Yes, he's got Juggernaut by his side. And maybe the right call. That should find no one with this deep posturing towards CT and late towards Heaven. Looking like they might want to readdress Heaven now. The wide swing takes down Boaster. Alpha's still around, though. They're not out of it yet. There's still presence here. How much damage can one man do? A whole lot. 21 HP gets traded. Jorgamo's there. Leans a little further forward. Now on the site. Leo, Durka, and Chronicle. Chronicle still has utility. Ooh. Chip damage, yes, but not enough to change the outcome just yet. Jorgamo towards the side, joined by Bustio. Flash comes in, denies the next step, but is now down to Leo. A 1v4 is not going to happen. We're back up to an even affair now. Finishing there with a flourish. A 10 apiece.
This is a beautiful exchange of information here. Seeing both teams swing back and forth across the map. I think EG played this retake perfectly as well. Great awareness on what Fnatic are going to try to achieve early on. They have a couple of players posted up late on this. Alpha pinched so early on in that. And he's really the pivotal player in terms of that post plant for Fnatic. At that point, things fall apart. Leo and Chronicle get split up. Cosmic Divide comes in. EG pile on the pressure.
Spoke about it earlier, how much impact this could have as well. Com's got to be cautious, though. Alpha will always test. If he sees weakness, he will have it. But has to respect this for now. So that does at least deny a little bit of some of that, maybe easier access towards A. Going to control some of the portion of the map. That will allow Fnatic to focus a little bit more towards middle. Again, early utility dealt with, but Durka wants to close down. Jorgamo's not made it far here. Shorty waiting. Now he's in danger. He's given away a bit of the game. He's got to be careful.
Demon 1 and Jorgamo feeling a little bit of pressure. Fnatic are desperate to punish Jorgamo's position in the early round. Once again set up for this trap play with the fault line. But Fnatic, a pause for thought here.
Are they thinking to go through vent? What? It looks like Leo's double checking on anyone trying to find information from B, so going to send a flash to really...
But EG read this as a very deep flash. They know that's come from deep. It's just a probe sent out, Lauren.
Yeah. Another one.
30 seconds left.
You can see a little hesitation on Ethan, but they're mostly committing. And now off the back of that, they absolutely know it's coming their way. So Com's got to hold space. He's got some problems on his hand. One is Alpha. Removes him, now he gets back to business. He's got problems in the other form of Chronicle. Closing down, and now he's alone. The site's smothered, and Leo and Durka are turning on a dime. 13 seconds. Wait. Oh, okay, he didn't see him just yet. Boaster's just on the other side here.
Leo just killed
found him. How did he find? Did a barrel show? Did he just spam? These two have nothing to say about this. They need to back away. That's 11 for Fnatic every day of the week.
It's all fallen apart for EG. This looked like Com had done enough to prevent a comfortable split coming through from Fnatic, but 4 through Heaven pays off for them. Jorgamo just caught off guard by the timing.
Yeah. I just don't know how Leo got that kill.
Yeah, what a flip. I don't know if Com just stepped out. You can see obviously under Boaster here is where Com fell. I don't know if he was just antsy to try and swing onto the plant potentially. He still had a little pocket to play towards Hell, at least. It wasn't all the way to the wall. That's a tough break for EG.
Okay.
10 seconds left.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
What the hell is that?
Leo doesn't need extra help. You know what I mean? Like, he's doing pretty well for himself. That's horrible. That's horrible to witness. If you're a Fnatic fan, you'll take that with, you know, both hands. Like, yeah, absolutely. He just read it really well. But, man, that is rough. But good adjustments now. We're starting to see that kind of, I guess, pendulum swing, right? Fnatic had a drought of 5 rounds. 5 rounds back-to-back that EG were very much determining the pace. A little bit of switch up on the timeout. They won that bit of a force buy, almost kind of that half buy that came in. Got them back on track. Now they just tipped the scales in their favor, 11-10. Now I think if we talk plainly, for us to have a full 5, you got to feel this has to go EG's way. If this starts going a little shorter, if Fnatic convert here in splits, which was EG's first choice, you start thinking that could be the 3-0.
I mean, Potter even said to them, this feels like their bread and butter, right? This is the map that ultimately the series is pinned on for EG.
Linchpin series,
Yeah.
a map here. It has to be now. As said, it goes too far away. We go into the deeper maps. The scales tip heavily back to Fnatic's favor. There's still a fighting chance. They still have a bye here. Close to the ult on Ethan. Burnt so much in those last few. And Fnatic just about starting to take some of this momentum. This is where it gets scary times.
Total switch up here on the defense. Trailblazers sent out towards Alpha on 8. Jorgamo and Demon 1 here once again. I'm not sure here if they're a little bit antsy. They want to try and dig Alpha out of this position. Noted a second time.
He's got so much room to fall back to, though. This then puts, I guess, all the pressure on Demon 1. Does well for the first contact. We're going to play his life, going to play ahead of this low paint shell, forcing him into fight. Paranoia. Oh, he's going to keep his life. 40 HP, he's still standing. Jorgamo's got his back, finding out from the other side of the map here. Chronicle, though, still dangerous, still deadly, but the crunch just ain't happening. Boaster and Leo, how much more can you do? Not enough. EG responding in kind. We're tied up again at 11-11. EG digging in their heels now.
It might just be one kill, but a huge play from Demon 1 to get ahead of that utility. Just find one before falling. Because that's the catalyst for EG to commit to this engagement.
Look at it.
This kill here.
Almost score Boaster too.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect timing from Jorgamo to split on the back side of this as well.
How many rounds do we highlight that Alpha is such a key element in these sort of rounds? Having him checked on, having him kept in check is everything for them. 11-11. Bloody hell, we're starting to heat up here now.
Crack starting to show in the finances for Fnatic as well, but hold that thought.
Yeah, no, Dirk has just absolutely let off the leash. He's taking down Cobbs. He decimates Boostio. The site's his. That's the benefit of having Durka. Every now and then the bulldozer arrives, takes the site, gives you a plan, and you're looking good for 12.
Showstopper available here as well, but EG is 3. Do they respect this? They try and do some damage. Try and even get this retake started nice and early.
They need something. They need a kill. If they don't get it anytime soon, this one's all but done. Jorgamo gets away with it, though. Gets ahead of that flash. It's Durka on the other side who's having a miraculous round. 4 for him here. One of the best in the world at these sort of rounds. Every now and then, he'll pull that out of a hat, and it is just perfect.
The shift in tempo here is overwhelming. EG dropping like flies here. Yeah, Com2 back-to-back frustrating deaths for him. Didn't notice the dropout from Heaven, sorry, in the previous. And here just caught off guard as soon as the round starts.
If you want EG to go the distance, you are praying that this round goes their way. If you want Fnatic to close out clean, get that back-to-back, this is the round you look at.
And a repeat of the previous. It's either 13-11 or an overtime once again. And you know the margin, a matter of milliseconds.
Does history repeat itself once again? Can EG turn that fated tale around and take us to OT? Different site this time. Players fully prepared. Jorgamo ready, Ethan there, Boostio deep towards CT. Fnatic, careful steps forward, taking control by ramp.
Jorgamo and Boostio on a stinger though. So they want to try and get close quarters here. Come down on the judge as well. Not a full rotation coming through from EG just yet.
Ethan is playing on borrowed time, it feels like. He's he's got nothing. Absolutely nothing! And maybe history is set to repeat itself. Does he even get that close? Leo, the man who hammered that nail in the coffin before. And it's on Demon One and Com. Show us what you're made of. You got a Judge and you got a Vandal. Demon One needs to summon some strength here. A good performance. But he's got to be sheerly demonic. That's the start. Com going to take down the first. Upgrade found. The time ticking. Demon One finds another, but it's not enough. Fnatic once again. 13 to 11 on split, and EG sent reeling back.
And that's the concerning loss in the start of this series. The veto comes through, expected, yes, but we know where EG's hopes are pinned on in this opening stretch.
Gonna have to pick themselves up from the pieces from that one. Close again. So many times they are pushing Fnatic. At the end of the day, Fnatic walk out with that 13 carved next to them.